Hello, Seaside Shadows followers, and welcome to Witchy Wednesday. I am so excited to be coming to you from the witch city of Salem. What's a better place to come to you for Witchy Wednesday, of course. Now, I am standing right now on the Salem Town Green, known as the Salem Common, in the beautiful gazebo here as thunderstorms are rolling all around us, getting all of this energy filled with vibrations and spirits, and it's very exciting. But in a city that's already incredibly haunted by both dark and light, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And I have been here with Sunshine and Marty and Jason for a couple days, and we have had some crazy encounters, and we'll be sure to share some of them with you on our virtual tour and in other segments. But for Witchy Wednesday, we thought, what a great place. Be here on the green in the gazebo with behind us the school that was used in Hocus Pocus, and this green was used in Hocus Pocus. So actually, you may recognize the scene where Max and Allison are walking through the park and she gives him back his own phone number. That takes place right here on this green and the school they attended behind us. So Hocus Pocus fans like me are going to be drawn to all of these sites in Salem, which also makes it a great Witchy Wednesday. I haven't run into the Sanderson sisters yet, but I do always channel my inner Winifred Sanderson when I'm in Salem and even when I'm not. So I know that their energy is all around here. But for this Witchy Wednesday, in addition to being in Salem and giving you this wonderful view, I just to come in and chat with you a bit about what's going on with the wheel of the year and the turnings and the festivals and the celebrations, because we have an absolutely big amount of things that are going on around us. Astrologically, we have several planets in retrograde, not the least of which is Mercury, which is just getting out into its shadow of retrograde. So that's been affecting all of us for a bit of time. But in addition to that, we are celebrating the Summer Solstice, the summer equinox. And this comes after last month's eclipse during the full moon and the new moon. And now we have a full moon coming up tomorrow. So the energy is everywhere from the moons and the planets, and solstice is the biggest celebration in pagan cultures throughout the world for hundreds of years, if not more. Now, you know by now on Witchy Wednesday that I always gravitate to Celtic and Norse pagan rituals, and their summer solstice is one that honors the goddess Sol. Now, of course, that means sun, and they might call her Sunna as well. But they have a really interesting Norse tale about her and about the sun in general. And all of these celebrations of the sun are to keep the earth going. They say it's important we have bonfires and community, and we make preservatives during this time, because if we don't celebrate the sun and her bringing light to us, then it lets the darkness come in. And as the darkness continues to come in more and more, which it will do naturally throughout the year, that's something we talk about at winter solstice, but if it overwhelms us, if we don't worship the sun properly, then the goddess and all the gods and whatever culture you worship can get overtaken in what the Norse call as Ragnarok. And in Ragnarok, it's when the sun gets swallowed whole and everything as we know it as a civilization gets a reboot. And with everything that's been going on for us in the world, we might feel like we're close to that Ragnarok time. So we want to make sure that we use the solstice time, being near the full moon, to our full advantage to welcome light and to welcome goodness back into our lives. So I want you during this time to do something for yourself this week or this weekend, such as a bonfire. And if you have a bonfire, have community around it. Perhaps sing songs together, play music together. That community around the fire is going to build the fire energy. Now, one thing you can do around solstice that's really beneficial is a releasing ritual with your fire. If there is something or someone that you need to release as you're going into the brightest time of the year, write their name on a piece of paper and set that intent that you are releasing this from you, or you're releasing this bad event from you, or something that has been holding you back, and throw that into the fire and watch it burn and watch the smoke take it away. And then as you're looking at the fire, after burning away what no longer serves you, start to manifest what you want. This is a very powerful time for manifestation, and it is the time where everything you can think can become true. So use this as you look into the fire. almost as if you're scrying like we've talked about. Start to envision, repeat your mantra of what you want. Health, success, love. Maybe you just want some guidance and peace in your heart. Look into the fire and think of this and begin to see the images of this in the flames, showing this coming true into your life. You are all intuitive and able to start to see these images as you manifest them. And solstice is the time you want to do this. This is the time where all over the world, the axis on each side has equal parts light and dark. So the whole world is conducting this manifestation together, which is why you feel this jazzed energy in the air. So sit around the fire, bring your folks with you, conduct rituals, burn what no longer serves you, and manifest by scrying with fire what does. Now, another great thing you can do around this time as sort of a game is get a wooden wheel. You can even get the historic ones and roll it through at the different points of the day. And the highest part of the sun is going to peak onto that wheel. And you can make a game of this if you have children at home. Maybe you've heard of things like Stonehenge, where that tells us where solstice rituals took place with where the sun is going to show onto these stones. But this is also a time to make preservatives, because now that it is the lightest time of the year, we're getting ready. As strange as it seems to be saying in June, we're getting ready for things to get dark. So make preservatives, make sure you're planning for fall and winter, make sure you're harnessing all of that light and manifestation to get you through the second half of what is our calendar year, but is really the second half of the solar year and Mother Nature's cycle as well. So I hope that you are able to take some of these events and possible activities and use them every time you celebrate a feast day such as this. This is one of the 4 major feast days, and you may even call it Midsummer. So whether you call it Midsummer or Summer Solstice, no matter what your god or goddess is, whether you're talking to Sunna or Sol or anyone else, have them help you manifest. And with that, we're going to show you Salem under the storms for a minute or so, and we will see you next week for Cemetery Saturday.